Common question I get from people in the trades, plumbers, roofers, HVAC, etc., is where should I put my money right now? In 2026, I want to market, I want to advertise, and I want to get the best return on investment. Where should I put my money? And it's actually changed in the last year, in my opinion. So listen up. My name is Sean Daly. I'm a 25-year marketer, and I've run 4 different agencies, and I've specialized in construction and local marketing quite a bit in my career. And so I have a lot of insight in terms of like what's worked over the years. In fact, over the last 15 years, because I've been marketing for construction companies and the trades, sub contractors, etc., for and generals, everybody, for so long that I've like watched this whole set of trends go back and forth with all the different platforms and everything. Where I was about a year ago, a year and a half ago, was that you should stick to Google because of intent. Meaning that people on Google, the notion is, well, they're searching, they know they have a problem, they need a plumber, they need a new water heater, whatever it is, they're going to search on Google, so they're ready to buy, which would be better than Meta, because Meta, you're just going to catch people that are surfing, on they're doom scrolling on Facebook or whatever. Maybe they don't have a need, but the targeting has gotten so much better on Meta now, that I really can say. In fact, I've run into a few people lately that are running 100% campaigns on Meta. I met a guy the other day. He's like 100% on Meta. I was like, yeah, you might want to consider Google too. But I can't believe how well Meta is working right now. So I would say if you have creative to support it, like for example, you need to have videos and things like that. If you have the creative, or you're willing to create the creative that's going to be required to make Meta work, that's a great way to go. Equally to Google. And in fact, if you can do it, it's always best to run both of them because they amplify one another. I've talked about this before, where you get better results on both platforms when you run both platforms, because rather than running one in a silo, because if somebody finds you on Google initially, then they end up on Meta, they can get retargeted, and then they can, it's like a follow me ad sort of thing. So you can sort of get a dynamic synergy happening between the two platforms. So I definitely recommend both platforms. Even if you run Google and you just run Meta for like retargeting only, that's fine. But if you do origination, like if you actually target people initially on Meta, I think you're going to find, if you do it right, you're going to find a lot of success. So, but if you have to pick one, hard to say, because I've seen it work better on one versus the other, depending on the trade, depending on the city. So it's a bit of a crapshoot. Whereas I always used to say, start with Google, then add Meta later. Right now, I'm like, wow, after seeing some of what's going on with some of these Meta campaigns that we're running and we're seeing other people running, it's hard to say that. So, smaller budget, if you need to, split it and then make it a meritocracy, figure out which one's delivering better results for you, better quality clients, bigger jobs, whatever it is, and then you can make a decision from there. But there are no hard and fast, like it's guaranteed to always be this. But I'm just saying, like right now, I'm really trying to encourage people to get into both campaigns as quickly as possible, just because they're both working. If you want me to look at your campaign and audit it, or if you just want to talk about your situation and what you're trying to get done, feel free to book a time with me, and it's free. You can set it up in my calendar. You can go on my profile and follow the links.